Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new Slender PSP update video. And in this second update video, what we'll be discussing is the changes made in the last week for the game. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So in this week, we've done a few little things here. I've also disabled the intro for testing purposes. And what I've allowed people to do now is that once you get into the game, there's been a few more added features, mostly the core game mechanics that you need to use in the first place. The flashlight has now been added, as you can see. It also has the battery system and things like that. So after about 15 minutes and 45 seconds, it will shut off and leave you stranded in the dark to find the rest of the pages and hopefully defeat the Slender Man. Alongside that, now when you step, you can hear the stepping noise. So you actually have footsteps that are now enabled. A bunch more little mechanics have been added, including the zoom feature, which is the up and down D-pad arrows, which allow you to zoom in and out. This again adds to the idea that the main view is through a camera. So now that you can walk around, you can also do something called sprinting. If you hit the select key, it toggles on and off your sprinting capabilities. And sprinting is a system which allows you obviously to move faster. The step noises move faster as well. But you also have stamina added to this, which means that when you're sprinting, you're not actively gaining stamina. If you're sprinting and walking, you're losing stamina. And if you're not sprinting, you gain a certain amount of stamina for walking, and a certain bit more if you are simply just standing still. Standing still gives you a lot more stamina, which is beneficial for when you're trying to run away. Once your stamina reaches underneath 20%, what happens is that the player begins running out of breath, and you can hear that sound, until eventually stamina hits zero. When stamina hits zero, sprinting is automatically turned off. This means that you're going to have to budget your stamina in a way in order to avoid running out of stamina when you least need it. Furthermore, adding onto the stamina mechanic is the scaring mechanic. The scare mechanic occurs when you look directly at the Slenderman, and this will cause the player to become fearful and results in the player running and walking faster, which also temporarily gives you a stamina boost of about 500, 20% of your current stamina back. Scares can only be triggered every 7.5 seconds, but this gives you a fair bit of time where you can run and get away from the Slenderman. This is one of the features that you can use to play around the Slenderman and use to go collect more pages before finally winning the game. I've also added into the game a random scare effect, which adds a bit to the ambience. This scare effect will basically be the sound of rustling bushes or something like that that comes in and out every so often, and adds a bit more to the atmosphere and the idea that you are being watched. This feature only comes in once you have already collected at least one page, which is basically the stage 1 music phase. These events become more frequent in the stage 2 and 3 phase, and in the stage 3 phase, another sound effect is added to this possible list of sounds, which is the Slender teleportation noise, which is basically the same thing. It's a little bit of a static cut that you get to hear. So that's the progress made in the game this week. The next few things that need to be added are the map, which is going to be quite a decently sized project. But since the One Lua engine has the ability to import object files from a 3D modeling program, this makes it a little bit easier because we can use objects and materials in order to further optimize the game and speed up development a little bit easier, so that all I need to do is really make a map for the game to take place in. Now that's going to be a hard task to do either way, because the entire map is a very big map, including lots of things like that. Furthermore, I haven't added things like grass into that, and obviously I need to add trees. Another thing that I want to do is also create a particle system, which is the fog particles, which appear near the player and rise upwards. Hopefully this can be done very simply, and hopefully it does not have a big performance hit. In the next week I will be seeing what can be done about this and designing the full map. Once the full map has really been designed, everything else then can go from there. I also wish to add the skybox and other features into the game. I've also added the fog system, which slowly closes in on the player as the stages grow more and more. So without further ado, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for a new Minecraft PSP update video.